Welcome back to End Times Prophecy News, the 4 p.m. report. Media raves about Dotard insult, but ignores these North Korean zingers. A recent analysis has exposed the prior insult history of the North Korean regime that the mainstream media has ignored while lauding Kim's Dotard insult of President Trump. From free market shooter, Kim Jong-un formally responded to President Trump's UN speech and tweets in which he referred to the North Korean leader as Rocket Man. I am now thinking hard about what response he could have expected when he allowed such eccentric words to trip off his tongue. Well, let me just say this. When Trump said Rocket Man, Americans love it. When the little Rocket Man said Dotard to his people, they had to laugh, otherwise they're shot in the head. That's right. I'm now thinking hard about what response he could have expected when he allowed such eccentric words to trip off his tongue. Eccentric? Who does the eccentric, crazy words? It's all Kim Jong-un. Whatever Trump might have expected, he will face results beyond his expectation. I will surely and definitely tame the mentally deranged U.S. dotard with fire. Liberal media quickly lauded Kim's insult. Bill Maher, in particular, raved about how he loved Kim for his quip. Well, then, Bill Maher, you should go live there. Big fat liar, big Bill Maher. I love Kim. He called Trump a dotard, which is one of those words that people have stopped using like presidential, joked Maher during his opening monologue on HBO's Real Time. You know, Bill, I wonder how much you'd be joking about Kim Jong-un if you were Otto Warmbier. Yeah. I wonder how much you'd be joking if you were in his shoes. You're a buffoon, Bill Maher. It's from Shakespeare, Maher added. And Mr. President, if you're watching, Shakespeare was a guy a long time ago. He wrote plays. Really? I bet Trump can tell you a lot more about Shakespeare than you could ever. Off the cuff. Plays are like a movie, but the people are really there, he continued, and the Huffington Post went out of its way to compile a list of tweets from popular liberals, of course, mocking Trump using Kim's insult. But it seems they forgot about the history of insults from Kim and other North Korean diplomats, which assuredly they would not find nearly as amusing. For starters, in 2014, North Korea had it out for Obama. In 2014, North Korea branded then U.S. President Barack Obama a juvenile delinquent, a clown, and a dirty fellow. The North's remarks verged on outright racism when they said Obama still has the figure of a monkey while the human race has evolved through millions of years. And that is a lot. There's a lot of truth in that one. The KCNA added that Obama does not even have the basic appearances of a human being, and in a particularly vile statement called him a wicked black monkey. You should hardly be surprised to hear that HuffPo did not provide the same list of tweets from liberal media after Obama was insulted, but the outlet did claim that it was rare for North Korea to so outrageously savage a U.S. president. Right. Certainly, George W. Bush would beg to differ with that statement. Fake news. From the HuffPo, big time. Speaking of more fake news, CNN just got caught again. CNN has been exposed in an incredibly ironic fashion after calling President Trump a racist. They forgot to mention that they are in the very midst of a lawsuit alleging racial discrimination against their own network. Irony has hit once again, it appears. TruthFeed News reports President Trump's latest scrap with the NFL has CNN yet again labeling him a racist. Going for broke. But it was what do you call it, 6 o'clock report, Martha McCallum of Fox News, when Donald Trump kept telling the truth about the NFL, she goes, Trump has doubled down. Let's see, the phrase double down is a gambling phrase. Let's see, Martha McCallum, when 75% of America agrees with Trump, is that a gamble? Not much of a gamble, if you ask me. But anyway, CNN is definitely doubling down on stupid. Even though the president has said time and time again it has nothing to do with the race, but about disrespecting our country. Real irony here is that CNN themselves are being sued by 175 African American former and current employees for racial discrimination. No, we didn't say white people. Maybe CNN should wait to push their Trump is racist narrative until after they've cleared up their own race-related legal issues? Nah, we don't need to do that. We'll just go for broke and double down on stupid. The next time Don Lemon, Anderson Pooper, Anna Navarro, or any other CNN loudmouth wants to make racism accusations, they should look no further than in the mirror, than their own network, before casting stones at President Trump or his supporters. O'Reilly just fired off for America. Bill O'Reilly returned to Fox News in an interview with Sean Hannity and absolutely destroyed the NFL anthem protesters. Ooh, this is long.
Is now a man who needs no introduction. Author of now the best-selling book, Killing England: The Brutal Struggle for American Independence. Bill O'Reilly, how are you? It's good to see you.
I'm here. I'm alive. And the spin stops there. Right?
Whoa. You gotta go all the way back like you did. You know, the people want to see it.
No.
It's good to see you. How are you? And do you miss the daily grind?
No. I was in the ocean all summer, and I had a great time. I'm fine. I'm teed off. But first, I want to tell everybody, last night Hannity kicked MSNBC's butt.
No, say it. You can say ass.
Hey.
He's taking over. 5 seconds in.
Stop. Okay. That woman didn't eke by, slaughtered her. And here's the reason. The people, and I'm a person, I know some people don't believe that, are angry about this NFL because it's a much bigger story than football players. And I want to address this comment to the NFL players today, and they'll get this. When the Jaguars and the Ravens were over in London and they kneeled down on foreign soil and then they stood up for the British national anthem.
God save the Queen.
I was angry and sad because I don't believe those players know what they're doing. About 3,000 miles east of you, there are American military people in Kandahar, Afghanistan, whose entertainment revolves around the Armed Forces Network that broadcasts football games. Now, I was over there in 7. I watched football games with them. Can you imagine putting your life on the line in Afghanistan and having just a leisure time and wanting to watch a football game and seeing your players, your American players, disrespect the country and the flag on foreign soil?
Yeah, it's a shame.
How painful
It's disgusting.
How could they possibly not know?
They don't.
Why do you give it?
Brain dead.
To these players.
Brainwash.
They're the best
Brain
of the
dead.
best. I have great respect for their athletic talent, their ability, their agility, their hard work. They went to college.
Disgusting, spoiled brats.
It's a mob mentality. It is a anti-Trump demonstration. That's what it's morphed into.
Yep.
But there's two kinds of dissent, and nobody is saying the players don't have a right to their opinion about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. You do. And if you want to feel America is an evil country where the white supremacists stalk innocent blacks, if you want to believe that, you're free to believe it. But it's not true.
That's right.
It's not true.
It's not
so
true.
There's informed dissent, and then there's pack-dissent, and that's where we're into now, pack dissent. Okay.
And the worst part is their God Save the Queen? Stand up for that? I mean, if they did any kind of research, they'd find out how evil she is, how many kids have been abducted and just they can't even find where all the kids went when they've been around her.
So he says one thing, I say another, and the league and the owners have lost control of it. But the American people, I firmly believe 65%, maybe 70% of the American people do not like this situation.
That's right.
Are offended by this situation.
How much of this is related? I played President Obama. He rushed to judgment when it came to Baltimore and Freddie Gray, and it never happened, hands up, don't shoot. And Trayvon Martin and George Zimmerman. Now, I learned when I was in Atlanta, local...
You know, that I can't do this for copyright purposes, but The old hands up and don't shoot garbage. It's amazing. Hands up, don't shoot, but let me throw a brick on your face. Let me shoot you, cop. Let me F-bomb you, and let me break the windows and destroy the city, and you're not going to do nothing. And if you do anything to stop me, I'm going to claim you're a white supremacist. What a brain-dead world we live in. I'm going to destroy my own city, and then I'm going to expect not to be arrested? But the good old boys in St. Louis took care of that problem, didn't they? This last time with a Republican governor and mayor who says, no, we're not going to let this happen. We're going to stop it. Anyway, I just want to share that. We'll see you in the next video. I'll leave links for you to watch if you want to watch the rest of that. God bless.
Folks, I really need to share with you what I have witnessed works. You know, the elites have lied to you. You have all been duped into believing that eating fatty foods have made you fat. But the truth is, God made you to be a fat-burning machine. When you obey your doctor and stop eating fatty foods and start eating heart-healthy foods, you actually end up getting bad cholesterol and your blood pressure goes up. You start to snore, you get insomnia, anxiety, paralysis, even hair loss, and worse yet, a heart attack and possible death. Folks, this is exactly what the elites want. Now, not all fats are good for you, but here is the answer. The blood pressure solution from Dr. Marlene Merritt. A proven diet where you can eat that bacon and steak and watch the fat go off. Watch the blood pressure drop massively and say goodbye to your blood pressure medications of poison that big pharma doctors you've been paying for. That's right. Just eat right and say goodbye to your medicine and watch your doctor freak out when he finds out what your diet consists of, for they are brainwashed as well. Pick up your blood pressure solution copy today and you will soon be looking forward to a new active life free of big pharma. Just click on the link down below. Support my channel while you're at it. Thank you for listening. Folks, this country is under major attack of free speech. If you enjoy what you hear on my channel and like to continue to support free speech, I do have a PayPal button on the right side of my banner on my main channel YouTube page. Please remember, my channel and ministry is supported by great people like you. I love you all, and may the Lord bless.